Hi, I just wanted to go over some of the words associated with expressions. I'm going to call it like this. What is it? What things do we need to do with expressions? So what you're going to see is there are some command words, verbs that you will be using, and they'll be when you're given directions in a problem or as we're working. It's really important that you really learn what these verbs, these command words mean because um, I'll be using them to communicate to you, but if you don't know what they mean, then you won't apply them properly. So we're going to talk about some of these words, and we're going to be putting them in our composition book. I am now on page 14 of the composition book. That's where I am. Hopefully, we're around the same spot. And so, like I said, I'm calling this what to do with expressions. All right, so one verb that we start with is evaluate. And I think I spelled it right. So evaluate, if you think about it, think about evaluate, like when would that be something you'd see? So when you think about evaluate, think about the word value, okay? So a lot of times we talk about money when we talk about the value of something, how much it's worth. If I'm going to evaluate you on an assessment, I'm going to give you a score, a grade, right? So evaluate means measuring something or coming up with a value. So what does that mean for us in expressions? So that means that you're going to plug in numbers and find the answer. So in other words, like you're going to get a number. You're going to have a final number answer. Okay, so get a number answer. So that's what evaluate means. So that's the first one that we did with expressions. It's kind of like how we start. And the next thing my head might go away as I write here, but the next thing we did was, and we did a little bit of this. We didn't get to do it too much, but we'll do more later. Is write. You're going to have to write an expression. So writing an expression means that you are going to be essentially coming up with the expression itself. And when you're finished, your answer it'll have letters, which are called variables. It'll have numbers, and it will have operators, like add, subtract. Okay. So it'll have those in it. And I'm not going to write multiply or divide because multiplication and division will look different in an expression. You would just have the numbers next to it. So you have written your expression. So writing an expression means that you're the one coming up with not the value or the answer, but you're the one coming up with the actual expression itself. It would look something like, it might look like, 3x plus 19 would be like an expression. It would look something like that. Okay. It's going to have numbers in it, variables, and some sort of operation, typically. Okay. So that's right. Let's write an expression. And then the third thing that I wanted to talk to you about is we're gonna evaluate expressions, we're gonna write expressions, and the third thing is simplify. So the word simplify means to make something simpler, essentially, right? Simplify. So simplify means that you are going to take something that's more complex or maybe stretched out, and you're going to bring it down to a smaller, more compact version of itself that is easier. So think about simplify this way. Imagine that you were going to be paid by your neighbor to shovel their driveway, and you agree with them that they're going to pay you $10. And they go to pay you $10 and they pay you in quarters. Well, that'd be fine. I mean, $10 is $10 and you can use quarters and stuff, you can roll them and take them to the bank, whatever. But it would have been a lot simpler for them just to give you a $10 bill, right? So the $10 in quarters is worth the same amount as a $10 bill, but the $10 bill is just simpler. It's just easier to work with. Okay. it would be like the difference between giving you, um, it'd be of someone saying, okay, here's your laundry. I'm giving you a basket full of clothes that were all mixed together. And, or somebody handing you your laundry and it's already folded and sorted. And all the shirts are in one pile and all the pants are in another pile. So it's a matter of simplifying is taking something that's the same value, but making it simpler, more compact so that it's easier to work with. So that's what simplify means. So simplify means you're gonna bring, what it means is you should be combining like terms and in order to make the expression easier to work with. So to make it easier to work with. So those are the three verbs: evaluate, getting a value, and writing the expression. That means you're given some sort of word problem and now you're translating that into math and creating an expression with letters and variables and symbols in it. And then finally, then to simplify means you're given something, whether it's in written form or it's like just an expression, and then you're going to take it and you're going to reorganize and sort it to put all of the like terms together to make it more compact and simpler. I don't know if this popped up for you, but a little thing popped up in my face. All right, so those are your vocabulary words that I'd like you to have in your composition book. We'll be talking about this in Zoom, but this is for you in case you missed it. Thanks. Take care.